Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to do a quick overview of some battery packs that I have here. And first up, we're going to have a look at the Choetech 10,400 hour or milliamp hour battery pack. This guy features two USB out ports. First one here will output at 5 volts and 1 amp, which is also known as slow charging, for lack of better words. Then we have a quick charge 3.0 port, which uses all the standard stuff. As far as inputs go, we have a micro USB input and a lightning input. As far as those input rates, we have 5 volts, 2.4 amps on both ports, but I have found this will take quick charge 2.0 speeds for the micro USB, so you can really charge at 9 volts. I believe it goes up to about 1.5 amps, maybe a little more. So it will charge a little faster. Whether that's by design or not, I can't tell you. I've heard it wasn't, and it's been fixed, but anyway, this guy is made out of aluminum, and it feels very nice. It's a nice chamfered edge here, or chamfered edge, kind of like your Nexus 6P that I have over here. As far as battery, you have to turn it on. Obviously, you have these little LEDs here. They'll blink telling you what level you're on when you plug it in. This is a very solid battery pack. It is a little hefty, but it feels nice in your hand. I've had this guy for a while. I also have the Quick Charge 2.0 version. Next, we're going to have a look at the Aki battery pack that I have here. This one is 12 amp hours or 12,000 milliamp hours. It is a Quick Charge 2.0 enabled battery pack. It will output out of two USB ports here. As you can see, one's a quick charge port, the other is a standard port. It has a micro USB input, and it has a flashlight if you hold this power button, which turns on the battery pack, as you can see there. But this guy's kind of low because I've not used it in a while. The one nice thing about this is it has a flashlight, but the downside is it's pretty big for what it's offering. It only has, 12,000 milliamp hours worth of power it can store. And the other nice part about it is that it will charge, your phone pretty fast via Quick Charge 2.0, and the other USB output will charge at 5 volts, 1 amp, or slow charging. But as far as charging this guy, it does take a while because it does not accept quick charge speeds from what I've seen. I can check it again. But the best part about this review is this guy right here, the Tronsmart Presto. This has the same exact capacity as this large Aki battery pack, 12,000 milliamp hours or 12 amp hours. And if you look at the size difference, it is a hair thicker. I could get my caliper and check, but it's shorter, smaller. Only has one USB port, but it has a Type-C port, which is used to charge your phone or to charge the battery pack itself. And this guy is really probably the best battery pack I've owned to date, and it's really just great because it's so small and so light compared to this guy or even the Choetech. But this guy is made out of metal, whereas this is plastic. But I really like this battery pack. It has nice bright LEDs. If you could see here, they're white. But just because it has a Type-C in and output, which is not something that many battery packs have. I know the Rat Power does, and I believe the Anchor one, but the Anchor one does not charge at the USB spec of 5 volts, 3 amps. It uses a different standard. I believe it only outputs at 2.4 amps. But as far as I've been told, this does meet the USB spec. We'll have to wait for Benson Long to test it, but it should be fine, given that there are separate circuits, one for the Quick Charge 3.0 port over here and one for the Type-C port. So I'm going to go ahead and test the efficiency of this guy charging my Nexus 6P over the Type-C port, and hopefully it'll be as efficient as Tronsmart claims, which is up to a 93% conversion rate from power in here to your phone. I haven't seen any battery packs that are that efficient. I mean, usually you get about 70% of the capacity to charge your phone because you have heat losses and stuff like that, but I'm really hoping this guy lives up to its reputation and really is, king of the castle, so to speak. But I just want to show you guys, relative to everything else out there, it is a very small battery pack. As you can see, I have an S7 Edge here, so you guys can see. I also have my Nexus 6P. So, I mean, it is a pretty small battery pack, especially relative to, this guy right here from Aukey is pretty much as big as my Nexus 6P. This guy's a little shorter, the Choetech guy, but it's also pretty wide. And the Tronsmart one's only a hair taller than my S7 Edge, about as tall as my Nexus 6P, and certainly not as wide. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop the comments below. I will be, posting a detailed charging test on this a little later, and I hope you guys enjoy.